EMMALYN Anderson here for WMCT News here at the Figawi Race 2017 on this beautiful Memorial Day weekend. We are here with some of the racers and we're going to go a little bit behind the scenes just to teach you guys a little bit more about what it's really like to live a day in the life of a Figawi racer. It all started back in 1972 when a few friends decided to have a competitive sale from Hyannis to Nantucket. It soon caught on, and what became known as the Figawi Race now makes room for over 200 entrants each year and brings thousands of people flocking to an otherwise quiet island. To many sailors, Figawi Race Weekend is more than just a well-known party. It's something they plan their entire year around.
I have sailors from Mass Maritime, Roger Williams, literally everywhere, like big sailors who know what they're doing on a boat, and if I tell them to go, like, tighten up the
We know what to do.
just do anything on the boat. They're like right on it, and they know right where it is and right how to do it.
I plan my time home around things that are important to me. Last year was just getting home. This year was Figawi.
Some of the perks of sailing? Getting into the annual Figawi tent party, which has seen the likes of celebrities ranging from members of the Kennedy family to Patriots Rob Gronkowski.
The only reason you want to win the race is to go to the party. It's awesome.
With live entertainment, several bars, and the help of sponsors, the Figawi tent party is exactly where everyone wants to be.
This is our 7th year, and even when we now live outside of New York City in Fairfield, Connecticut, and we still come up here for the regatta.
Racing in a regatta like Figawi might sound like a lot of fun, but it doesn't come without careful preparation and hard work.
I did all my sanding and my painting and all my preseason late last week, so it's been a lot of work, but I'm glad that we're here and everything's done.
Once they're out on the course, while it might get a little bit easier, any captain will tell you it's more than just smooth sailing.
You don't know who's sailing for the first time ever in their lives and who's a veteran sailor. So you really have to be like on your toes and on your game and be aware of everything around you. And there's 220 boats at that start line, and your boat is your baby. You don't want to get hit and you don't want to hit anybody else, and it's total chaos. But once you're over the line, it's like, that's it, you're going.
It's watching your boat, your competition, and most importantly, your crew.
Today was light wind, so that helped. Nothing's happening too quickly. The sheets aren't loaded. There's not a lot of pressure on the winches, but I think like last year, the year before, having a lot of guys on board and girls on board, you know, sometimes I have my mother on board, and they're not used to the loads that are on the lines. And so I think just making sure that people that aren't used to being out there are, and not, you know, we're not going to Bermuda, we're not doing a transatlantic, but there's still a lot of loads on the lines, and I think having a lot of rookies ready to go while they might be enjoying a, you know, adult beverage or two are perils.
Even with an ironclad crew, even the best captains have quite a bit to pay attention to, and all those little details can either mean success or disaster.
I mean, you're watching conditions, you're trying to get the sails out of the sail lock, you're trying to make sure you got the right sails on deck, the right sails in your, you know, buried in your basement. You don't get a lot of early opportunity for a shakedown cruise, making sure your winch handles are in place, making sure that the shivs are right, that the blocks aren't broken, that the traveler's ready to go, the outhaul works. So I think making sure that the boat is ready Memorial Day weekend for a 200 boat starting line is the challenge.
You see people dropping their sails and switching sails and taking down sails and putting up new ones, so that's a whole part of the process. There was no wind at all at some points, so a lot of people didn't have wind in their sails, which makes that effect of looking like they might be stopping or dropping sails, or some of them actually just called race committee and said, we're not going to make it, so we're going to motor in, we'll see at the party.
As if the race itself isn't enough, the Figawi board members have made sure to remember to give back to the local community. Per their website, the Figawi Charity's annual ball generates nearly $200,000 per year and has provided over $2.2 million in support to local organizations. So, is Figawi worth the trip? Well, don't take our word for it. Ask the sailors.
Just go experience it, because once you do, your life is going to be changed. Like every single one of my crew, their life has been changed by sailing, and it's an unbelievable experience.
For WMCT News, I'm EMMALYN Anderson.